Alright, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Exotic Industries. And I've done a bunch of work. I added a whole lot more of our mixer stuff here for steel. Got a bunch of steel made. Ran into an issue with the slag. We have way too much of it. Problem being that the uses for slag is to make it into stone, which we don't need because we have the stone miners. We can eventually use it for concrete, which is down a little ways. And then what I'd really like to do with it is run it through the purifier to make it into dirty water, which we can get fluorite and other stuff with. But that is even further down the list than what concrete was. So what we're going to do today, so we can get that dealt with, one, we're going to look at our science here, and we're going to go ahead and start the glass production, because that's going to give us the ability to make sand, which is going to get us into electronics apparently, but we also need that for the concrete eventually. So we're going to get that started. And I did go ahead and we have all the steel things being made. You can see down here I have expanded the coal out to fill everything, made more stone miners, made more coke. I changed this around where one of these coke furnaces is running 2 of the crushers. I also expanded out the iron production because I was running out of iron. But let's go look at these containers. So I've already made a container, which is what I put here, which you can see is that big. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 8. But let's go ahead and make a store box. And then we can also make a storehouse. I'm going to go ahead and just automate these, honestly, up here, because it looks like container takes steel beams. The storehouse is a container and more steel beams. And then the storehouse is store boxes, stone brick, and more steel beams. So it's just going to be a lot of steel to do this. So let's get our assembler, and you can see I just brought steel around here. I also can't remember if I showed you guys this or not, but I fixed the gap here. So I now have a more proper gap. So we're going to do, what is this ratio here? Takes 2 seconds to craft for each step. It takes 4 containers to 1. And then it takes 4 of those to 1. So that would be, if we wanted to do this to get 1 every second, we would do 16, I do believe, and we're not doing that. We're just going to do 4 for the container, and then one for the storehouse, and one for the or one for the store box, and then one for the storehouse. So actually, what we're gonna do is move this up so we can have our belt come through here, and this is going to connect to here. And then we can have our assemblers go in like this. And we can have, I'm actually going to do a long handled, no I'm not, why would I do that? We're going to do this to put them onto that belt. And then we'll have that to pull them off there. That should work well. Did I not make... Yeah, there they are. Give me some pipes. And we'll connect this up like this. That'll get everything some steam. And then we just need to get our steam up from here. And I'm guessing most of you already know this from the IR3 videos, but we have been sick around here, so that's why I sound a little messed up at the moment. Alright, so we got basic oil processing, fluid tanks, steel text plates, which I really don't care about, and then our electronics. Let's go ahead and get that done. That's going to give us nanobots and concentrated solar energy. Interesting. And what did I screw up here? That's supposed to go that way. That's supposed to go that way. Okay, and then we want this for that. And then we need another one of these. And this is going to be for the storehouse. And now this one, we're actually going to do this. And we'll have that come in from there. And we've got plenty of these, so we don't need to run another one from over there. We can just run it from there, and then that'll give us our beams. And then we also need this into there, which there's no reason to not just put it. Yeah, yes there is. Put that there. That'll get our beams in there. And then we just need our stone brick here. And we can have that come in right here. Now, once we get our stone brick down here, that'll give us that. we're starting to run low on beams, but that's understandable with how much steel we're running through this and the fact that we don't have any more slag, but we do have a lot of steel made up already. I may need to spread that out further. Did we get one made yet? What'd I screw up? Ah, that's why I screwed up. There we go. Why is there such a big gap here? I have no idea why there's such a big gap there. Interesting. I messed something up there. Throw that in there so we can get one of these out of here. Alright, so that is huge. Alright, and give me one of these. Alright, so that's the difference in size. We already seen those down there. I think with how long this is going to be, we're just going to use one of these for the slag. Should be able to just put it like right here. And electronics is finished. So we can now make an electron tube, which is going to take glass. And with that, we can make our circuits, and we can also make ceramics. So I'm going to go ahead and start this one so we can look at it, and we'll probably look at circuits next. Let's go ahead and do this so we can get this out of here. And then I'm also going to do get that out of there. And bring this up. There we go. That can start eating off of that belt. This one will take out eventually. And we should do the same with this one here. Just bring it up like this. And I may actually bring that up along this side, which we actually could do. Yeah, we're going to get a lot less out of the copper. So we could bring the copper up this side, put those back. Let's just deal with this manually. We can get rid of all that. We can get rid of all of this. We can set that like that, which will even bring it around this side. That'll help to get rid of all of that. And then if we do this, pull all that out, and we can just have that go there to fill it. And that should deal with our slag issue. Shouldn't have to worry about that for a long time now. We're getting plenty of iron out of here. We've got a decent amount of steel. Probably should do this so we can double up that belt, since we only have the steel coming out on one side. That'll double up our steel belt coming out. How are we doing on steam? Steam is still doing fine at the moment. We got plenty of iron going up for making the steel dust. We don't have a ton of steel dust coming in. We might still need to make more of that, because we're honestly doing very little over here. But we can work on that later. I'm guessing we probably have enough. And we're almost filling a full belt with it as it fills in here. Again, we can spread that if we need more of them, but I'm guessing that once it starts stopping, it'll be better. And we're not gonna even bother with putting these into a box or anything, because we don't want a whole stack of these things. I don't know where we're going to need them, so we'll just grab them as we need them out of there, and that will be fine. Alright, so that's going to be our episode for today. Next, we will take a look at making the industrial glass here, which is going to produce even more slag, and probably the ceramic as well. And then after that, we'll be able to get into the circuitry. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.